Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another sort, clean, declutter video. So I'm just going to be sorting out these cupboards under the sink in the kitchen. They are extremely old cupboards. As you can see, to the left of that cupboard, you can see the side of the cooker. There isn't a side to the cupboard. They're all falling to pieces, but we can't afford to get the kitchen done at the moment. So we're just going to clean it as best as we can. Potentially at some point we'll replace the bottoms of the cupboards. As you can see, it's all, we've had leaks there in the past as well, so it's all bowing a little bit and it's very thin sort of board anyway, so needs replacing at some point. I'm just going to start. I always work top to bottom, giving everything a good wipe over. So all the pipes under the sink, they haven't actually long been there because we had them all changed recently when we got the tap changed and things. And then anything else I can find, just give them a nice little wipe over. So I'm actually using some Dettol wipes at the moment. I do still have some, but I'm starting to move away from things like that and just trying to be a little bit more sustainable. So yeah, and once I run out of those, I will not be replacing them. So just wiping around the tops and the edges of the cupboards and also the door. I always forget the inside of the cupboard doors need a good clean as well as the outside. So moving on to these now, as you can see, these are even worse, these shelves. They're just resting on things, they're moving around quite a lot because they're not fixed in place at all. But they still need a wipe over, so we're just doing our best with what we currently have. I like to do my sorting out little bits at a time. I just feel like it doesn't overwhelm you if you just do like one cupboard at a time or one set of drawers at a time, and it's just like break it down into easy sort of sections. Really helps you to get on with it. You can just focus on one thing at a time. So emptied all these cupboards out previously, obviously, to do in the video, save a little bit of time. We're nearly done. Just needed a quick wipe over. They were wiped out recently anyway for the plumber to come who did the tap, so he took pretty much all of the cupboard apart. But like I said, as you can see, that one, especially at the bottom, is not very good. Now this is everything that's come out of the cupboard that I need to sort out, organise and put it all back in. Some things are in packets which I will remove. So I've bought these two plastic storage tubs. We just normally keep our bags within another bag and it just gets so messy, and I just thought it'd be easier if I buy a container to keep them all tidy in. So we've got bin bags there and other white bags. We've got all sorts of bags galore. Some compostable bin bags there as well. So that's all of the bags and things to go in there. Now they're all in one place. I know exactly where to find them if I need some more. And then this smaller one I'm going to fill with cleaning cloths or sponges and things like that. Those blue cleaning cloths I've had for such a long time. I really don't use them very often at all, so I don't know why I've got them, really. One day eventually I'll get through them. And just got a few sponge scourer thingies. And there we go. I've got fed up with the packet already, so I thought, I know, we'll remove them all. But the cloths kept opening up. No matter what I tried, I get a bit frustrated with them. Trying to find a way of holding them together whilst folding the rest of them, just so that I can keep them stored in this box. So yeah, I've got a couple of pan scourers, so they're non-abrasive ones, and a few cheaper sponges, just to just for when I need one, really. But they're really not very environmentally friendly. I've just had them for a really long time. I haven't bought any for a long time. So probably, I've seen some on the internet actually that are very environmentally friendly, and so I probably will be replacing them with those if I run out of these at some point. Those cloths are still trying to jump up in the air there, look. Just don't want to stay folded. I'm having to currently hold it with my hand. And it's sprung open again. I've got one of these little metal scourer thingies. These I do find very useful for really stubborn things that you need to get off. But yeah, I normally buy them once in a blue moon, so I think I've had a pack of 3 I bought years and years ago, so they last a really long time. I've come up with a genius idea there of turning the cloths around. Why didn't I think of that originally? Now, microfiber cloths, obviously they are not the best for the environment as well, but they're better than like the throwaway cloths. So I'll keep these forever pretty much. So I've got a big pack of them, but we're going to store a load under the sink and use these instead of kitchen roll, and also instead of the Dettol wipes and things like, you know, antibacterial wipes. So I feel like even though they're not the most environmentally friendly thing, they're still much more environmentally friendly than continuing to use those wipes and also kitchen roll, like going through like copious amounts of kitchen roll. I haven't bought any now for a good few weeks. I just tend to wipe the sides and things with these cloths instead. I've got a load for the kitchen and a load for the bathroom, and then a load spare just in case, because sometimes our dog likes to go for a little swim in the Reen and I need to give her a wash, so sometimes I'll just use one of these for her as well. There we are, that's another box done. I can pop them in the cupboard and they look so much neater and tidier than just loads of carrier bags shoved in there, and I have to rummage around in them all looking for things. So I'm going to start putting everything back in this cupboard now. So I'm trying to keep the more flammable things away from the cooker. So I thought, got some floor cleaner and some like antibacterial type floor stuff there. Got some mold spray. We've had this since we lived in our other house because we used to get a lot of mold in there. Thankfully we don't tend to here. Got some bleach, and I've moved over to the laundry detergent instead of the powder, but I do still have a little bit of the powder left. I've stored that in a lovely quality street tin for the time being, because as I said, the cupboard leaked, well the sink leaked, the cupboard got wet, and the box was a cardboard box that the powder came in, so it all got very wet. Got some nice gentle hand wash liquid there, a bottle of spray bleach, we have got some window cleaner, some power hob spray. I like to buy these antibacterial like sprays because I can just refill them with the little pods and it's much more environmentally friendly. Got some oven pride and some other oven cleaners and things there, and some lovely washing up liquid and a spare kitchen roll. So these are the wipes that I was talking about. I have quite a lot left, so I won't need to buy any for a really long time, and I probably won't be buying them again anyway. The very unused iron, I don't remember the last time I ironed anything at all, but it's just not the thing a lot of people do now. I don't need to. Simon used to have a job where he used to work in places he needed to wear shirts, but we don't tend to now. I have a bag there with lots of spare sealable bags and things like that that haven't been used. Got some gloves that I wear sometimes when I'm cooking, a little brush and things for cleaning the hob, also a dustpan and brush, some white laundry powder just in case I've got some stains. That pink stuff is brilliant, I use that for the hob and all sorts of things. Got some soda crystals that I use for cleaning the washing machine. And this is like some sensitive skin washing up liquid which I use, and some dog shampoo, very much needed, and we keep that in the kitchen because we wash her in the garden generally. A little bit of white vinegar left there just in case we want to do any cleaning. And I use this spray bottle as well for mixing it with water. I just find it a lot easier to mix it in there and then spray it on things I need to clean. A couple of rubber gloves for me to do the washing up. And I'm not very keen on this Tesco limescale remover, I prefer the Oust one. Some Zoflora, which I haven't used very much actually. And there we are, nice and tidy and organised. That makes me feel a lot better that it's not just all shoved in there. Everything's got its own little place and I know where to find everything. Thank you so much for watching my video everybody, I hope you enjoyed it.